This is Brian Hazelgren again, back on the other side and ready for another module. This one is very simple. It's a simple self-assessment. It's a few questions that I've put together so that you can ask yourself a few things that kind of helps you understand things about you. It's a worksheet on this self-assessment that you'll be able to fill out, and you'll also be able to have a little fun with this, because this is going to be something that will open up your mind a little bit and open up your eyes to who you really are and what really makes you tick and what makes you get out of bed every morning and what keeps you motivated throughout the day. But keep in mind, as you go through this little exercise, what we want to do is also figure out the best possible scenario for you in your business and how you can reach the pinnacle of success. Once again, this self-assessment, I think, is going to open up your mind to a few other ideas and other concepts. So let's go ahead and get started. And by the way, I just also want to make real clear that this entire next module is really going to help you boost your confidence. It's going to help you take that confidence level from, oh, maybe fair, or maybe it's building, or maybe it's just a little bit steady, and let's take it so that we can make you invincible. And if that's not appealing to you, then let's at least get your confidence to a strong level so that when you walk into a room, you command a presence. When you start your business, you have enough confidence to make it through the difficult times. So, confidence builder, as far as we're concerned on this particular segment, what if there was a way where you could really understand what makes you tick, what you do in life and why you do what you do? And wouldn't it be cool if you could know your strengths and your weaknesses and not only be able to identify those, but how to fix the weaknesses and hone in maybe more a little bit tightly on your strengths? I guess the whole goal here is to boost your confidence so that it can go through the roof. So let's go through this a little bit further. If you remember our little picture of our boy on the beach, our little guy that has his fist clenched and he's excited and he's ready and he talks about success and he knows that there's nothing that can stand in his way, he's invincible. He has no fear. Well, what if there was also a way to help you drill down to the very core of finding your true passion in life? That's an important element. What if there was a roadmap that you could start looking at and even designing a roadmap for your own personal success? Would you be interested in that? I hope you would, because we all have an opportunity to find that roadmap and not only create our own roadmap for our own personal success, but also travel on that map and find that success even a little quicker. So here's a few rules in this particular segment that I probably should point out that'll help out a little bit. And you may be thinking, rules? What do you mean? I don't want rules. I don't want to be held down by rules. Well, these are simple ones. So be as honest as you can, first and foremost. Write down what comes to mind at first, and simply be as honest as you feel you can, and write down whatever comes to your mind first. Don't sit and analyze it. I know that our left brain thinkers out there will want to sit and analyze what is he really trying to get at, and don't just write down what you're looking or what comes to your mind first. That's the first thing you need to do. Don't overthink this. Again, our left brain folks don't need to take a lot of time on this exercise to think through the 14 different scenarios of why he's asking me this question. So don't worry about that. Okay, and then really, again, you need to understand that the first response that you have that comes to your mind is probably your best one. And then after you do that, after you write these your answers down, start looking for patterns. What kind of patterns exist in the answers that you're providing? And then also pause the video as you are taking time to answer the questions. So as I ask the question, great. Pause the video, take whatever time you need to go through this exercise and answer the questions as you feel are best. Okay? All right, so those are just a few simple rules Those are the fun things that we're going to be involved in, so here we go. So list at least 5 things that you like to do or 5 things that you are good at. I'll give you a few minutes here. Go ahead and pause now and take some time to write down your answer. So the second segment is pretty similar to what the first one was there. Now we're going to list 5 things that you don't like to do or 5 things that you are not good at. 5 things that you don't like to do or 5 things that you're not good at. For some of us, sales might be at the top of the list, or public speaking, or sending out information to our social network. Those might be things that we're not good at it. We don't like to do it. But 5 things that we are good at, well, we do actually like talking to people. Maybe not in front of them at the podium, maybe not on a sales call, but we do enjoy interacting with other people and mingling with others. And so maybe those are some of the things that you don't like to do versus 5 things you do like to do. So take some time, write down your answers to the 5 things you don't like to do or that you're not good at. Okay, now that you've got those answers, starting to get a little bit of a roll here. Next segment, 3 things. If there were 3 products or services that would make your personal life better, what would those be? If there were 3 products or services that would make your personal life better, what would those 3 things be? Okay, now that you've written down the things that will make your personal life better, now we're going to focus on your business life. If there were 3 products or services about your business life that would make your life better in the business side of things, what would those 3 things be? They could be things like an app on your smartphone that would make your life be a whole lot better because of the new way that will save you some time. There might be an app out there that will help you print from your phone to your portable printer that you take with you on the road a little bit easier. I don't know what it would be, but list down 3 things that would make your business life better, and then just figure out what those 3 things would be. Okay, now we're going to move into 2 different segments that are a little bit different. And when you are already involved in your current work, write down 3 things that you enjoy about your work. Write down 3 things that you enjoy about your work. Okay. After you write down the 3 things that you enjoy about your work, things that you like, now let's write down 3 things that you don't like about your work. That could range anything from, I don't like my boss, I don't like the department I'm working in, I don't like working in customer service, I'd rather be in sales or marketing. Whatever those 3 things may be, we're going to break that into 2 different areas. List 3 things that you like about your work, and then 3 things that you dislike about your work that you're involved in. Okay, so the next area that we want to move into, things about you specifically. Think about this for just a minute. When people ask you what you do, what's your answer usually? Now, this also reminds me of a time when I had 4 different business cards on me, and people would ask me what I would do, and I'd say, well, I do landscaping, oh, I do business plan development, oh, I'm in sales, and oh, I have this other product that I'm marketing. And it was awfully confusing when you try to sift through the business cards, 4 different business cards, to tell the person who's asking you what you do, here's what I actually do. So when people ask you what you do, what's your answer? Take a few minutes to write that down. Then the next segment that I want you to focus on is when people tell you what they like most about you, what is it that they say? When people tell you what they like most about you, what do they usually say? Well, she's a great hard worker. She's always in on time and stays later. Or he's got a great positive attitude. Or he really knows how to take care of his customers because he's always involved or engaged with them. Or she is incredible at marketing. She knows the social network, the social media space like no one else. Okay, and then the next section that we want to jump into, or actually the next question, how would you respond to the following question? Some people like the fact that I ...